All right, everyone, we are live. Please let me know if you're getting an echo because I'm actually using two cameras today. And so I don't know how that's going to go. Like it should look like this. And then when we're doing sprints, it should look like this so that you can actually see me working. But I don't know if you're getting double audio because there's a mic on both of these things. So let me know if there's a really shitty echo. If there is, I apologize. So we are going to test this out. I just realized StreamYard can do like two cameras at once, and I have my MacBook camera and I've got a webcam. So I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. Anyway, so we'll see how it goes. Let me know if this sounds absolutely terrible on your end. Also, good morning, everyone. It's great to see you. Dee is here. Hello, hello. Hey, Jesse, how's it going? Mark is here. Juliet, not getting a double echo. Okay, great. I'm very happy about that. Not any double audio from my end. Okay, sweet. So we are going to, now that I know there's no double audio going on, we're going to jump into the first 25-minute sprint. So we are doing Pomodoro work sprints this morning. So 25 minutes of like study, focus work, and then 5 minutes of break. Work on whatever you want, whether it be writing, editing, studying. I'm going to be working on some book cover design today because I've got some of that to do. And then maybe I'll get to some writing at the end. But whatever you want, this is your time. 25 minutes on, 25 minutes to take a break. SD, thank you for making friends with the like button. I appreciate that. Love that. So if anyone wants to hit the like, that'd be great. But so we're going to be doing the 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off, and we're just going to like jump right into it because I don't know about you guys, but I've got lots of stuff to do and I like to get my focus work done in the morning. So we're going to go and bring up the timer here. Okay, so this is working. So you guys should be able to see this. All right. So everybody, I'm going to look at you guys in this camera. We are going to get started. So pens at the ready, everybody. And we're going to get started on our first 25-minute sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy writing, working, whatever you're doing. All right, everyone. I'm sorry if we went a little bit over. My timers were not in sync. Um, how did everybody do that sprint? Let me know. I'm just going to put on a 5-minute timer for the break. So please don't mind me while I go ahead and do that. Okay, we've got a 5-minute timer going for the break. But yeah, how did everybody do? I feel like I did all right. I actually sent an email and then I opened up my Word document to write or to edit. I opened up my novel to edit. And then I was like, okay, so this is ready for later once I get to that. And then I jumped into some book cover design. So that's what I did. And I actually completed the edits to a cover I've been designing. So that is done. That feels great. And yeah, so that is what I did this sprint. I've got one kind of cover edits done. All right. I see lots of people arrive during that sprint. So welcome, welcome. Dale, it's good to see you. How are you doing? No problem. I love doing sprints. Sprints are my favorite. It's such a good way to get work done and also take breaks between. Lots to do and people are motivating. I love co-working. Even just going to like a cafe and being around other people who are working is extremely motivating, and also getting out of the house is very motivating as well. Everybody's saying hi, so much fun. SD got 523 words written in a video script. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, 523 words. Damn, that's a lot. 25 minutes? Nice. Answered work emails, story of my life. Well, girl, same page. Answered emails. Mark got 412 words. Dale is on a lunch break. Didn't get any words yet. Once done eating, I'll be editing a Kindle Vella episode. That is awesome. Is Kindle Vella available yet in Canada? I'm so curious to try it out. I don't think it is yet, but someone correct me if I'm wrong. It's just cool when one channel you watch subscribes to another channel you watch. Oh, so you subscribe to both Dale and I. That's so fun. Yeah, Dale's channel is awesome for anybody who doesn't watch it. It is literally like the most helpful thing. Juliet got 531 words this round. Oh my gosh. Those are really close. We are in the 500s, 400s. Those are big words. Big word counts, guys. Big word counts. Admin work done earlier, so just trying to get words now. That is awesome. I was reading a heavy article on diet during that sprint. Interesting. Hawkins, why do you think Kindle Vella is exploitative? I haven't used it yet. That was my opinion before it came out. I just thought it was going to charge a lot of people. I just thought it was going to charge people a lot of money. And the discussion was actually more around whether or not I thought it was exploitative. I don't actually know yet. It's not available in Canada, I don't think. So somebody please correct me if I'm wrong, because I do want to try it out. I actually just generally, and this isn't a Kindle Vella thing, and this is my own bias, I just generally don't like, as a user, when you have to continuously pay to access more things. I forget what it's called. There's a term for it, but it makes sense. It makes sense to sell things, like suck you in and then you have to keep paying. But I forget what it's called. But the token system, I don't know. It's just a general like pet peeve of mine, and it's not isolated to Kindle Vella. Like I have some apps on my phone where it's like, oh, if you want to like continue doing this, you have to spend this. Anyway, I forget what it's called. Someone correct me. The last time I thought about Kindle Vella was a very long time ago, like a year ago. I wrote a sad conversation between the main character and a person he killed. It was all in his mind. Ooh, very interesting. Yeah, it's not yet. See, I'm very interested in Kindle Vella. I definitely want to try it out. But like I said, it's just that like app structure that it's just that app structure that I'm like not the most interested in. I love Kindle Vella as a reader. See, there's people that love it as a reader. It works really well for my ADHD. Yeah, I'm sure one of the things that I think Kindle Vella is gonna, and again, I haven't thought about Kindle Vella in like a year. But one of the things that I think that it does do really well is it allows readers to try out stories, right? Because you think, correct me if I'm wrong, again, I haven't thought about it in a year, but it is now you get the first 3 chapters free, and then you get to decide whether you want to continue, which I actually think is really great. But yeah. Yeah. Oops. Okay, that is our 5-minute timer. Okay, let's wrap up on these comments. They expanded Vela to Android earlier this year. See, it needs to come to Canada because I definitely want to give it a try. I definitely want to give it a try. Yeah, first 3 episodes are free. I do like that. So you get to decide whether you like the story or not, for sure. Both of Dale's channels are great, Self-Publishing with Dale and the Self-Publishing with Dale podcast. I haven't listened to the podcast. I'm going to listen to the podcast, definitely. Definitely. And once Kindle Vella comes to Canada, I'll be looking up all Dale's videos on Kindle Vella because I'm really curious to try it. All righty. So we're going to jump into the next sprint. It's going to be 25 minutes. Just like before, we're doing 25 minutes on, 25 minutes off. So let me get the camera going here, the work camera. This is so you can actually see that I'm doing work. All right. The special token thing is cool for selling, but bad for buying. It's separation from real money. Users end up thinking it's play money after. Exactly. That's what it is. And there's a term for it. When you buy tokens, you actually end up spending more money. There's a whole bunch of like psychology behind it that I don't know because I'm not a psychologist, but apparently, yes, you do end up spending more money because it does essentially change to like quote unquote play money. But so that's why I don't really like personally as a user apps like that because I fall for it. I end up spending more money. Okay, anyway, enough on Kindle Vella. Again, I haven't thought about it in a year, but I'm excited to try it out, right? You can't talk about it if you don't try it out. So I'm looking forward to it. All right, so we've got 25 minutes on the clock here. Pens at the ready, everybody. I'm actually using a pen even though I'm doing book covers. So pens at the ready, everybody, and we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy writing, working, whatever y'all are doing. All right, everybody, we are done that second sprint. That was the second sprint. How did everybody do? I purely worked on book cover design that sprint, and I actually finished edits on a second cover. The edits were really easy on these two covers. I just had to change some colors around. So that is really, really great. I am feeling quite good. How did everybody else do that break? I saw a whole bunch of people get here during the sprint. So we have 2 more sprints to do. We'll go for 2 hours. So we'll do 4 sets of Pomodoro sprints. We've got 2 more 25-minute work sprints to do. Yeah, we were having a discussion about Kindle Vella. It is like Dave and Buster's model of token and money. Exactly. Hey, Caitlin, how's it going? I really need this focused work time. Sadly, not writing. How's your Monday going? It is Tuesday, but it feels like a Monday because I know it was a holiday for all the Americans out there. And I actually took Monday off because I worked on Friday. So, or mostly took Monday off. I still did work yesterday. But yeah, sadly, also not writing, doing some design, but that is fun. Yeah, it's Tuesday. It feels like a Monday. It's also raining here. I don't know where everyone's at, but it's raining here. All right, guys. So we're on our 5-minute break. Shit, I didn't start the timer, so it might be a little bit longer than a 5-minute break. So we are on our 5-minute Pomodoro break starting right now. All righty. Sacco is here. Hello, hello. Everybody is saying hi, responding to emails. I love when people say hi in the comments to each other. It's so cute. I love it. And everybody knows each other. It just makes my heart so warm. Okay, 227. Geez, I can't read numbers lately. It is an issue. 277 more words added and some research done on a company. Ooh, that sounds fun. Markup 509 words. MC realized what a monster he had become due to the darkness within. I don't know why I said within weird. That sounds fun. Gotta love when like the hero starts realizing he becomes a villain, or maybe they're not a hero, but love that. Continued reading articles. Now need to run off to teach a German lesson. That's so fun. I wish I knew how to learn. I wish I knew German. I started learning on Duolingo and it was fun, but I got nowhere. Going to do an editing block after lesson has finished. Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to finish. If I finish the edits on this next cover, then I'm going to spend the last sprint doing some writing. So I'm very stoked about that. And I also realized it is such a rainy day vibes that I'm going to light this candle here. I feel like that's very rainy day vibes. I'll put that there. All right. Still answering emails, always answering emails. No, that sucks. I'm sorry, Jesse. Answering emails just takes up so much time. I feel everybody on the emails. What are you working on writing wise? Final edits on All the Queen's Renegades. Super excited. This book is finally getting done. And then I have a fantasy romance project I'm drafting that I was with Jessie in person, and I was drafting it with her, and it's quite far along, and I have to resist drafting that to finish All the Queen's Renegades. I thought for a while that my favorite part of writing switched from drafting to editing, but that is not true. It is still drafting. Drafting is still my number one. Maybe I just needed a break from drafting for a while, but drafting is still my favorite thing. So actually that begs the question, what's everybody's favorite part, drafting or editing? Not favorite part of writing other than drafting or editing, just drafting versus editing. Which do you prefer? Because some people prefer editing, and I thought I was one of those people, but I don't think that's true anymore. That candle coordinates with the green wall in the background. I did not plan that, but yes, it does. Green is my new obsession. Everything I have is like as green as possible. Hell yes. Yeah, I'm very excited. Writing is moving along very smoothly right now. Drafting for sure. Yes, drafting is, I don't know why I thought I switched to editing, but drafting for sure is my number one. I love drafting. Also, guys, for anyone who wasn't here last week, I don't have any other glasses. So I drink all of my beverages out of my plastic wine glasses, including water. I'm not just downing wine on a Monday. All right, so we've got about a minute left in this break. So if anybody wants to grab a beverage, wants to, I don't know, get loose, do a stretch for the next sprint, we're going to start a 25-minute sprint in just less than a minute here. So I'm going to bring the timer back up. Look, I can do this so you can see all of the angles. I'm going to bring the timer back up, and I know you can't see my face, but it's pointed down at the keyboard. And reset this to 25 minutes here. How does everybody feel about the music? Like, do we want the music? Because I turn on the music during, actually, I don't even know if you guys can hear it, but if you guys can hear it, I turn on music during the sprint. And I don't know if y'all want your own music or whatever, but just let me know and I'll turn the music off if we don't want it. Okay, the music was nice. There aren't that very many options. So it's just going to be this one on repeat over and over again because all the other ones are a little aggressive. All right, we like the music. We're going to go with the music, and I am going to shut this alarm off before it yells in everybody's face. Okay, so we're about to start our next 25-minute sprint, everybody. Pens at the ready, and we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy writing, working, whatever you're doing. All right, everyone, sprint number 3 is done. Before I forget, I'm going to put on the 5-minute timer for our break because I forgot to do that last time. All right, so we've got 5 minutes going for our break before we jump into our last 25-minute sprint of the morning. Again, lots of people arrived during the sprint, and there was some awesome discussion about AuthorTuber books. Books by Adrian is here and was chit-chatting about, I guess, like an AuthorTube read-along book club. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Anyway, there was a bunch of discussion about that. I think it was really interesting. So if anyone wants to go back and read, it is there. All right, I'm just hopping down to the bottom and talking about different channels. Yeah, Rothfuss, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that name correctly, is like a really big author. So definitely, I think I'm part of it. I think I follow one of his Facebook groups, but I haven't been following his YouTube channel, so I might go ahead and do that. And yeah, Brandon Sanderson has a personal YouTube channel, and it does have writing advice. And so does, I don't know if it has writing advice, but Christopher Paolini also, who wrote Aragon, also has a YouTube channel. There's some like really big authors out there with like YouTube channels, and that's really fun, actually. I was on Christopher Paolini's live stream once, like in the chat, and he noticed my comment, and I was like, oh my God, that's so fun. Anyway, just fangirling. All right, how did everybody do? Mark got 607 words. My word count is through the roof today. Yeah, 607 words is a lot for one sprint, for sure. And you've been crushing it in all the other ones too. Dale's just getting to work now. Oh, this is just chit chat. I was having the debate with someone the other day. I think anyone who engages in the writing community, whether publishing content or chatting or something, is part of AuthorTube. Interesting. Juliet got around 500 words and got my manuscript to 31,000 words. Congratulations, Juliet. That is awesome. Esty, I was about to call you Hudson because my cousin's like I know a Hudson. And so anyway, I was about to call you Hudson. I'm so sorry. But Esty got 353 words and lots of chatting. Yeah, the chatting counts. It's words. It's written words. Yeah, man, people are crushing it today with the word counts. I love it. So I am in the midst of editing. I didn't finish the edits on this cover, so I'm in the middle of doing that. So I'm going to have to finish that up next sprint because I just want to get it done. So it'll be good. As long as it takes place on YouTube and the content creators and author talking about author things. Yeah, I would think so. I feel like if people are talking about writer things, then yeah, it's a writerly and authorly YouTube channel. I feel like there's definitely like an AuthorTube community, but I don't think you have to actively participate in the community to be a part of AuthorTube, if that makes sense. It's just like if someone was making content about books, they would be a part of BookTube, whether they interacted with like other BookTubers or not. So yeah, anyway, I would agree. It's like Houston, Texas, but you can call me Shannon if you want. Yeah, of course. I'll call you Shannon. I was like, I know there's no D in it. It's just, I know a Hudson. And so it was just like in my brain. Anyway. Yeah. So I think this is about the like AuthorTube stuff. Yeah. It's like if someone makes like YouTube video, I don't know what, like there's a whole community of like people who do like reviews of videos and reviews of like movies and stuff. And like, just because you don't interact with other creators that also make reviews for movies, it doesn't stop the fact that you make reviews for movie. I don't know if that makes sense. Some of that is murky depending on your definition of an author. Even though I had poems and stories published, I didn't consider myself an author until I published my novels. Oh, interesting. See, I I feel like that's a I feel like the way everybody describes an author is different based on the individual. Oh shit. And there we go. That's a stop. So if that's what you consider an author, then that's what you consider an author. Some people who are still, I guess, pursuing publication would consider themselves authors. Some people consider themselves authors, even though I guess they are on like Wattpad. It's an interesting conversation. Like, what is an author? I also think like what is publication is also an interesting conversation because I would think if you put your writing out into the world where if you put your writing out into the world in any capacity where a reader could like consume that writing, I would consider that published. I wouldn't consider that published by a like publisher if it's not by a publisher, but I would consider that published, if that makes sense. Anywho, I would totally consider you an author with stories and poems published. Yeah, poetry, I would also consider an author for sure. For me, I'd say writer for non-published people and author for published people, but that's just me. Yeah, like lots of people distinguish it like that way. I totally get that as well. I consider myself an author who hasn't published his first book yet. Yeah, exactly. Like I think it all really depends. In December, I'll be a true published author for sure. Yes, interesting. I'm all for people having their own definitions, and I respect that. I just had a strict definition for myself. Totally get that. It's like me. It's interesting because, like, would you folks consider yourself artists? Because I would consider myself, I suppose, more of like a creator than an artist. Like I don't identify with the term artist. But then I remember one of my friends was like, "Oh, you're an artist." And I was like, "Really?" And they're like, "You do book cover design and you write books. That's art." And I was like, interesting. So it was just an interesting, I don't know. I was like, I would never identify myself with that word. Anyway, okay, we're going to jump into the last sprint. We'll pick this conversation up afterwards. Yeah, big deal. Publishing in December. That is a big deal. Congratulations. Yeah, see, a book is a work of art, and that's how the other person saw it. And I guess I like logically agree with that. But I guess I don't identify with art being called an artist, if that makes sense. Yeah, like I said, I logically agree with that. But in my mind, I don't think I'd consider myself an artist. Anyway, it's very interesting. I'd say I'm a creator over artist. Me too. I say I identify more with creator over artist. I paint. My mom once said I wasn't an artist until I sold something, but I couldn't sell my paintings even though I had offers. Oh, I feel like that's like, yeah, I think you're an artist even if you don't sell things. I don't think art, being an artist I don't think selling is like a prerequisite for being an artist. Anyway, very interesting conversation. Yeah, I also don't think you have to sell something to be an artist. All right, guys, 25 minutes. I'm getting distracted because these are all like really interesting conversations. Oopsies, here we go. All right, so we have 25 minutes on the clock. We're going to jump back into a sprint. And we are going to, pens at the ready, everybody. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy writing, working, whatever you're doing. All right, everybody, that is the end of the last sprint. I hope everybody was super productive that sprint. I was. I finished the last cover revision that I wanted to finish during this time, and I was able to even send all of that stuff to the client and vlog a little bit. So it was a good last, like, I don't know. It was a good last sprint. And I was hoping to get all of those revisions done. I had 3 covers to revise. Most of it was color changes, but it takes a lot of time to do that stuff. So I was hoping to get it done. Sorry, I'm just looking at them over here. I was hoping to get them done, but I wasn't sure. Anyway, got them done and sent them off and did the 3D mock-ups for them. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then instead of like hopping into writing, I had a few minutes left. And instead of like hopping into my edits, I decided to spend a couple minutes vlogging. And then I also just like cross stuff off on my to-do list. I have a physical to-do list and I have a to-do list in Excel, and they say the exact same thing, but for some reason, the Excel I need to keep track of because it has more information in it, but there's nothing like writing a physical to-do list. Like, I don't know, I just like can't operate without one. Anyway, how did everybody else do that sprint? All right. Let's see here. Books by Adrian. Gonna go clean the house before the wife and kidlets get home. Happy writing, everyone. RK, what up? How's it going? Hi, I work from home and homeschool my daughter. Hi, Wendy. Very nice to see you here. We were doing 4 25-minute like sprints, work sprints, co-working sprints. So basically we all get together, we work for 25 minutes, and then we take 5 minutes off and I don't know, get together, talk about the work we did, and then we dive back into it. That was our last work sprint of the morning. But we are going to be doing this tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., everyone. It is going to hopefully be an almost every morning thing. 486 words, and I just finished the chapter. That is awesome. Oh my gosh, Dee, that's a lot. 845 words edited. That's amazing. Catherine, slow and steady progress. That's all we're looking for. Slow and steady progress is the best kind of progress. 285 words. That's awesome, Shannon. That is awesome. Oh, another vlog coming soon. Yeah, there'll be one on Friday. It'll be posted, I think. I'm really trying to get better at being on YouTube. I'm not making as much writing content anymore. Writing is still going to be a part of my content. No, like it has to be because it's a big part of my life. But I just really enjoy doing vlogs. So that's what I've been doing lately. What is a sprint on the stream? That's a great question. So for anybody who is new, I'm trying to every day. We did one last week, and I'm going to try to do this on weekdays. Most weekdays is we do 4 like kind of sprints. We call them sprints, and it's essentially where you focus work. You do work for 25 minutes straight. And then at the end of those 25 minutes, we take a 5-minute break. So a lot of people here are writers. So most people will try and get as many words as possible in that 25 minutes and then take that 5-minute break. Some people will use it to clean. They'll clean for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. And I was using it today to do design. So I would design for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. And during that 5-minute break, most of the time people just like come on in the chat here and everybody talks about like what they did during that last sprint. Everybody takes a breather, maybe gets a coffee, gets a water, and then we dive back into the next one. So we did 4 this morning, and that is going to be it for the day, everybody. But yeah, I'll be here tomorrow at 10 a.m. and we'll do some focus sprints again. So if anybody wants to come back, and we'll do writing sprints, design sprints, work sprints, study sprints, whatever it might be, whatever you are working on, we'll follow the same formula of 25 minutes on and 5 minutes off to get some focus work done early in the morning. So thanks so much, everybody, for joining. It was super fun today. I loved our discussions about like, what is an author? What is an artist? That was like super interesting. Yeah, Yeah, in study streams, they call them sessions. Yeah, so essentially, like in writing streams, because most people here are writers, we call them writing sprints because you're trying to get as many words as possible during that particular sprint. I usually work with the study streams and I have enjoyed it and made friends, but it's great to see people who are working like me. Yeah, exactly. So I was working doing design. Lots of people here are writers. People use it to do all different kinds of things. It's the same premise as the study sessions. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you around, Wendy. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. we'll start again and we'll go 10 a.m. to noon, just like we did today. Thanks so much for the sprints, everyone. This was really great. It was great seeing everybody, and I'll see you all tomorrow. All right, bye. Have a great afternoon.